Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Davina author of It's Never Too Late to Be Yourself, Follow Your Inner Compass and Take Back Your Life, and the Manna Paradigm Shift, Creating the Consciousness of Abundance and Freedom. I'm a life coach, a psychologist, a spiritual practitioner, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to deal with uncertainty and staying sovereign. This is a time of great uncertainty, especially in the United States. And I know that there's a sense of a new world order taking place as well. So people are very uncomfortable with what's happening. We're going through climate change. There's just a lot of uncertainty in our world today. So that being said, I want to introduce you to a new way of living that's going to create something better for yourself and others. It's called the Manna Paradigm Shift, and it will help you follow the flow and create an abundant life one day at a time. Now, if you've already done the Manna Paradigm Shift, thank you and congratulations. You know how valuable this work is, and it's something you can always come back to again and again. Um, if you haven't done it yet, then let me introduce you to it. It is a mindset based on a concept I developed over many years of working with people who are feeling anxious and depressed, restless, burned out, and stuck. And it's also something that I learned to do when I was going through transformation or transitional times in my own life, because it helps you put the focus back on what you can control, which is your consciousness. That's right, your consciousness. We can control that. We may not be able to control everything that's going on outside of us, but we have the power to control our consciousness or to let other people, use our mind for their best interest. So, the Manna Paradigm Shift will help you create a Manna mindset and stay in Manna consciousness, which is a mindset of positive expectancy, focusing on your own personal agency, gratitude, and appreciation, rather than being overcome by a mentality of scarcity and fear and giving up your personal power to corporations, politicians, and the economic system. The concepts and practices in the Manna Paradigm Shift will help you bring your power back to the source within you. So, doesn't that sound great? It is based on the ancient parable of manna from heaven or manna from heaven. So, the Manna Paradigm Shift will teach you how to listen deeply to the guidance, that inner guidance that's given to you by your higher consciousness, moment by moment, day by day. As you learn how to tap into this ancient spiritual knowledge, you're going to connect with a power greater than fear so that you can experience freedom and fulfillment in your life. And I do apologize, I'm having some allergies today, so excuse me. So, making this shift in your mentality will help you stay present in the presence, where you can make wise choices. And again, stay focused on what is, not what was, right? Not going back and, what's gone is gone, and not worrying about what will be, but to stay right here in the present where all your personal power lies. It's going to help you find ways to act from faith rather than responding from fear or reacting with fear. The word manna refers to something that shows up just as you need it. It's a solution to a material need, like an answered prayer. It also refers to the ancient form of spiritual nourishment, like the bread that was given from heaven. So manna keeps you going. The original source of it goes back to the story about the special bread that appeared every day to the Israelites as they wandered in the desert after they fled Egypt. And so they were slaves and enslaved in Egypt by the Pharaoh, and they fled their slavery, right? And went out into the desert, and they had nothing, but the divine gave them manna, which was sustenance day by day. You don't need to be super familiar with the story, which was written, 1500 years before the Common Era, but I'm going to share with you everything you need to know because it is important that we connect with a manna mindset. That is what we need will show up day by day, every day, if we stay in that place of faith and not fear. It's an approach to our own personal liberation so that we don't have to go back and be slaves in Egypt, so to speak, right? It's about our well-being that employs also psychological and spiritual principles that you can put to use. It involves tapping into the power of our thoughts and taming our negative mental habits, right? It opens us to gratitude. It's characterized by positive expectancy, expecting the best, which creates the stepping stones to an elevated consciousness. In turn, our elevated consciousness can change our reality and our circumstances. When your consciousness is high, those things outside of there cannot impact you. They do not come into your reality the same way. Okay. So if you're super woo, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not super woo, try this stuff out. It is amazing because when you elevate your consciousness, you are vibrating at a higher frequency. And that might sound weird to some of you, but you're vibrating at a higher frequency. And just like tuning forks, you resonate with different things. When your resonance is lower, some of those lower energies come into your life. When you're vibrating at a higher frequency, better things happen for you. So our goal is to create an elevated state of consciousness and to remain there. When you make the mana paradigm shift, providence emerges every day in your life, in your finances, in your health, in your work and relationships. And when you make this mana paradigm shift, you will gain the true power of choice, being at choice in your life. You will remember what it feels like to be free. You'll learn to shift your fearful thoughts. You will see that fear is a straw man that's easily knocked down rather than a real obstacle. Again, when we're afraid, we have that chilling effect. We pre-comply to things that are not supportive of us. We accept things that are beneath us. And we do that from a place of fear rather than waiting to see from a place of faith what else is possible. So when you do the mana paradigm shift, you're going to begin to follow the universe as it guides you towards undreamed of opportunities. The teachings I'm going to share with you in the book, The Mana Paradigm Shift, will help you escape any kind of mental entrapment you feel is limiting you from living your best life. So today, you're going to choose freedom and start speaking the Mindset Manifesto. I know it's a mouthful. The Manna Mindset Manifesto. And I want you to say this on a daily basis to remind yourself you are a sovereign being. And the manifesto goes like this: I choose freedom. I am a sovereign being free from enslavement. I have a direct connection to the source of all life. The universe is my source and sufficiency in all things. All of my needs are met by the universe in perfect timing. I receive manna from heaven daily, and I am grateful. All right, so I want to invite you to check out the book, The Mana Paradigm Shift. I've put a link in the comment section below. It's available on Audible. It's also available as a paperback or in Kindle version, an ebook version. And on my website, or actually on this YouTube channel, not on my website, but on the YouTube channel, you can find the 30-day Mana Paradigm Shift challenge, the Mana Challenge. And you can listen to each video each day and take the actions that it recommends. However, I recommend that you get the book and read the book because the exercises will make more sense and the practices will make more sense if you've read the book in advance. Again, I am sharing this with you because we are at this critical moment in time where we can become enslaved again, mentally enslaved, by our fears, by the corporations, by the politicians, or we can take back our power and we can be sovereign beings, which is what we came here to be. We are not meant to be enslaved mentally or physically to oligarchs or corporations or any of these people. We are meant to be sovereign beings. And the way that you do that is you have to take back your mind and you have to anchor your consciousness in that higher elevation. And the Manna Mindset Manifesto will help you. And if you make the Manna Paradigm Shift, it will change your life. All right. Thank you so much for being on this channel with me. If you liked this video, please like it, please subscribe, and please share. I'm also going to share some other books that I really, really love on prosperity and abundance that have changed my life and helped me have a greater understanding of these spiritual principles and these practices that can shift us out, again, out of fear and into a place of positive expectancy. It's worked in my life, and I know it can work in your life too. So again, thank you. Take good care. And again, don't choose sides. Choose love. Don't choose sides. Choose love, not sides. There it is. Choose love, not sides. All right. Take care.